Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy X-2. Happy New Year, first of all. First day of 2024, and we're going to hit up. But that's everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy New Year. Bye-bye. So yeah, Happy New Year. Oh God, I'm really sorry, guys. Really sorry for the delay, but welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Final Fantasy X-2 100% guide. Getting us that sweet perfection achievement for getting 100% of the story. We are now heading back to the Djose Temple. We're heading back to the Machina that was built and we took down ages ago. Essentially, we need to get, first of all, a repair manual to fix up the machine in order for us to then gather parts for it to improve it. So, the easiest one to get is by giving a password to the Al bed that's in the Djose Temple. We've just rescued Marnala, the Cactar leader of the Cactar Nation. So essentially just go over, put in her name as the password, M-A-R-N-E-L-A. So M-A, third letter is or, N-E, and then once you have those in, we get the Spirit of Recycling, which essentially allows us to go back up and we're able to talk to this Albed guy and you're like, here's a repair manual, you're able to fix it now. And basically you have to say, yeah, no, here you go. And then you can talk to him in future and it basically tells you, oh, the attack module is this level, the defense module is this level, and the special weapons are this level. But essentially, we're going to have to now go to the Beacon Desert and do the digging minigame. We would have done only one of them back in Chapter 1. And we're now holding off purely because basically we need to run back and do this minigame now until the experiment has max stats and everything. Now, the question will be, okay, how do we do this? What do we do? How do we do this? What do we need to do? So essentially, in the digging minigame, when you get the yellow X's, you're able to essentially collect an attack upgrade, a defense upgrade, or a special upgrade. And these upgrades can be in the strength of an A component, an S component, or a Z component. A components boost the stat by 1 point. S components boost their stat by 3 points. And Z components boost the stat by 5 points. And essentially, we need to get 38 points in every single stat in order to get the experiment's attack, defense, and special to level 5. Because we need to basically challenge and defeat a maxed out Machina weapon. So this will make more sense once we go through it now a couple of times. But this doesn't get tracked any other way other than going back to Djose, speaking with him, and getting a sense as to, okay, how much do we have here? So go back to the Beacon Desert, and I do some of this off screen, but I've kept in a few bits just to give you guys some context, okay? So we go talk to this guy, and it doesn't really matter where you guys go dig. I managed to get nearly all of them in the Western Expanse. You can go to different ones and it gives you maybe more likely chance to get defense bonuses or strength bonuses or whatever. But you can use your console commands if you're playing on Steam to deactivate encounters, or just wear a lure braid or a charm bangle to put on no encounters. We now got a special assembly S, so that means our special, once we can get back to the hover, our special will be increased by 3 more points. And basically just have a sheet of paper beside you, that's what I did, and you can just markate, oh, dig 1, I got a special boost, it got increased by 3. But you're also able to find Albed primers around the place, so just don't, if you have plenty of time, just try and pick up a little white cross, and you should be able to get through that no problem. But as I say, that is literally like the second dig. The first dig we had to do to get the episode complete with Nadia in the first chapter. So literally just do that again and again and again. And as I say, we're also going to be going through and getting all these different key items to get Yuna and Pain's, or Riku and Pain's ultimate Dresspheres sorted, so that'll be good. But essentially, just hop on over, and sometimes it can be as quick as this, like they're not far away. So definitely put on a charm bangle so you have no encounters, and this becomes really, really quick, guys. So unfortunately, sometimes you can come across scrap metal. That is just a dud dig, unfortunately. It gives you no increase to stats at all. So that one was kind of a bit of a dud. Just to make you guys aware of that, it can unfortunately sometimes happen. But I've never had it that the Albed guy has also gotten the thing before us. But just make sure you get back, because if you don't get back to the hover, you don't get that stat improvement. So I've had situations where I failed the dig because I didn't find the yellow in time. But as you can see here, I was fairly lucky with items generally being S tier. So if you can literally get 10 S's, you know, then you're already up to 30 points in each stat. But then if you get the Z's, that's obviously a boost of 5. So on average, you're probably going to need to do about 30, maybe 40 digs. And if you're really lucky, you'll get a couple of Z positions, and that'll be really good. Now, when we're going to go fight this guy, you're going to want to make sure you have your gun mages, because in case you don't remember, well, it'll probably be like right fresh with you guys because you're just rewatching the series one after the other. But I had to remind myself, no, I'm aiming to get all the blue bullets. And this guy is a once-off boss. You won't be able to refight him. So you need to make sure you're getting the blue bullet, which he gives. Which again is only when you're versing his level 5 form. He has an AoE spell called Annihilator. Does tons of damage. But as you can see here, Djose now has become a 5-star. So now this kind of gives us a bit of an inkling that it's reached its top tier stage and is in fact another super boss for us to go challenge. So up and up we go. We've already repaired it and we've been tracking the little markers of them ticking off, okay, defense now plus another 5, plus another 3, whatever the case may be. And just once you know they all add up to 38 points or more, so like 40 is a good round number if you want to just get them all to 40. When you enter this area, you're getting straight into a boss fight. And he's basically going, oh no, we've made it too strong. We got cocky and souped our machina too much. Now it's out of control.
What? You made the thing and now you can't control it?
You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
We are deeply something.
Only one thing to do.
If you think you can easily take it on, you're mistaken.
Whose side are you on?
Might have been ashamed, maybe. Anyway. We have all of our gun mages, so we need to be putting up our defenses right now. So at the moment, we're just going to hop over and try and get us to like a more defensive situation. Have mega potions as well. But this guy is no joke. If all of those ended up hitting everybody else, we would have been in deep, deep trouble. That's why I'm hopping over to a more defensive Dressphere with Pain. Just trying to keep in Dark Knight so we'll be able to tank hits, you know? And obviously, if we had have used the Phoenix down with Riku, Yuna would have been up a lot quicker. But since Pain's in Dark Knight, we have so much defense, we're fairly alright. Now Yuna can now Kiraga because she has her white magic garment grid on. And I mean, 1,000 each ain't bad. We're now just throwing down an L Mega Phoenix so that everything can just be healed up. Once we can throw a X potion or something with Riku. We're going to try and get our Matador song on so we can at least avoid the physical attacks. And just keeping Pain in her tanky Dark Knight. Since we've wait mode, at least we know that nothing bad will happen while we're perusing the menus. And just getting Yuna back to Dark Knight as soon as. Now, this is the blue bullet we have to learn. And we were able to tank at that time. But so long as we're able to get back to our gun mage, we should be fine. And now we're just going to hop down and put on our Mighty Guard. And then once we're kind of set up with defensive boosts, it should be grand. But it's not great. Not great at all, to be honest. So we're just doing our best to try and get to a situation where we're stabilized. Oh boy. Should be using the Phoenix Downs with Riku. Her alchemist situation is like really good. Don't know why I'm not. Anyway. Trying to get Mighty Guard up. Oh god, Yuna. The fact that Yuna got chained so heavily actually meant that the other girls survived, which is kind of funny. But the Matador song, since at least those girls have it on, it's all good. And now I'm thinking, okay, better move Pain back towards Gun Mage. And then once we can get everybody back up, we can put everybody with Protect and Shell and all the rest. So life with Yuna's White Mage Garment Grid, getting Riku up much higher than a Phoenix down, getting Haste to get as well. So now you Protect, Shell and Haste. And so long as all of us are in the Gun Mage Dressphere, we're just basically waiting for Annihilator, trying to keep alive, trying to get buffs up, and trying to be strong enough that we were able to withstand the Annihilator once it comes. I'm also able to use Holy now, which is funny. But yeah, literally I see it there and I'm like, right, let's go Pain. Let's move you back. We've learned Annihilator. Really, really powerful magical attack for the Gun Mage. And I'm now basically like, yeah, let's move the girls back over for Dark Knight and get Riku back to Alchemist. And really that's all we need to do. We can tank out all the damage now. We've all the buffs of like Hastiga and stuff, so nothing to worry about. Obviously, Pain still has such high attack because she has that big attack boosting accessory. But like, look at the difference of that. The difference in like 2 Dark Knights and then just having them all be healed super, super well by the Alchemist. But yeah, no bother to the girls now.
Here comes my trump card.
So just chip away, guys. Once we're kind of stabilized and we've learned the super move, that's the only missable thing here. Just make sure you've Gun Mage equipped on your garment grid, and that should be good. But yeah, so sorry that this series took as long as it did, guys. You know, really I'm sorry now. But with that, we have many a good thing to celebrate. With this, we get an episode complete in every area. We get the episode completed in Djose. We get the Magical Dances Volume 2, a key item to get all of the abilities on Songstress. So we also get an achievement, Dancing Queen, for getting all the magical dances sorted. We've got a new blue bullet, and we're going to get a really sweet cutscene, so I will let that play.
So, who taught you to speak all bad?
I wonder.
Gibble?
I guess you got me interested.
Oh, I knew it! That guy's always been a player!
It's not like that. You see, it occurred to me that learning another language might help me broaden my horizons.
Did it work?
Words weren't enough. But I did come to a realization. In order to expand your horizons, you have to open yourself up. Get involved with the outside world, let it shape and affect you. That's the only way to change.
I don't get it.
What I'm trying to say is that running around with you two has helped me change a lot.
What did we do?
Well, for one thing, you got me to talk. I finally feel I can talk about things.
That's good. We thought we were bothering you.
Oh, you did at first. You never shut up. I was ready to lay down some serious hurt.
What?
Just at first.
Uni?
Hey!
Riku, let's go.
Must everything be so dramatic? Hey, wait up!
So, with the final episode complete, we are treated to an additional cutscene where we unlock our final Dressphere of the game.
I, want one too.
Splendid work.
Gosh, thanks.
What the hell is this?
Hey, why not, right?
So we also get Dressed for Success. We've now collected every single Dressphere in the game. And we basically have what's known as the Mascot Dressphere, one of the most powerful Dresspheres in the game. So just showing you that again, in Gun Mage, we only have a couple of blue bullets left. And then we will have 100%ed that as well. The only other element is getting a few other ones, which we'll look at later. We can now fully max out the Songstress. She can basically learn what's known as Magical Mask, which nullifies all magic damage done while the Songstress dances. And then we have the Mascot, which will give us Ribbon as an auto ability and a bunch of like AoE spells for Yuna. Really powerful effects. She becomes a really powerful support character, as well as being able to learn all the abilities from Swordplay and all the abilities from a Dark Knight. So the fact that we've maxed out those other Dresspheres as well only adds to the benefit that Mascot can provide. And a bit like the Tamer Dressphere and other bits and pieces like the Festivalist, Pain and Riku's Mascot Dresspheres work kind of completely different. Riku is more on stat debuffing and stuff like that, and magic with kind of petrification and stuff, whereas Pain is a lot of damage and status infliction as well. But basically, I just wanted to show you guys the Mascot Dresspheres, so we're just going to be transforming into them now. This was obviously the Moogle costume Yuna was wearing at the very beginning of Chapter 1, as well as the flashback episode where she was running around giving out balloons as a Moogle. And then obviously Riku and Pain are just other famous Final Fantasy entities, like the Tonberry, who's holding a Cactar as a weapon, and Riku's obviously Kate Sith, and Yuna's a Moogle. So Pain just hates like 90% of the Dresspheres that aren't just like, I'm a super serious warrior. But yeah, that's the three Dresspheres. Very powerful and will be used going forward in the playthrough. So we've actually, like, you know, talk about coming back with a bang, you know? We're like just back from a long hiatus, and then it was like trophy. And keep in mind that like next Sunday, there's going to be even more trophies in the next episode. So do not worry, it's going to be really, really good. And obviously once we've changed all our Dresspheres there, we're going to be able to have 3 times AP on all the girls, and now they can just use their Songstress abilities to eventually unlock Magical Mask, completing the Songstress Dressphere. Now, I won't be taking the time to completely max out Mascot before moving on with the gameplay stuff. So, just keep that in mind going forward. But essentially, we will basically be finishing off all the Dresspheres. We'll be getting the secret items for Riku and Pain to have their special Dresspheres fully and completely finished with. And yeah, other than that, we're going to also show you a handy grinding spot to get to like the high 90s very, very quickly in terms of levels. So yeah, not a lot more left to the series, but there's still plenty of achievements to get. Little handy tricks in the future to look forward to is going to be like getting a chain of 99, doing the max damage of, you know, 99, treble 9. So we are going to look forward to those once they happen. But with one solid grenade, we take out all the other enemies, get our magical mask, and sure, we might as well turn the girls back to their mascot to get a couple of points for their new Dressphere. But that's been this episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm sure I'll chat to you at the next episode. Have a good one. Thanks so much.
Bye.